Hey guys, how's it going? I know it's been a little bit of a while since I last uploaded a video. I just got finished doing Raw Nationals and it was pretty dope. In today's video, I want to share my experience at Raw Nationals. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the best footage because, I wasn't smart enough to tell someone to record my DSLR. But I do have some footage, but the point of this video isn't to highlight my list, it's to share my experience and to help educate somebody. Now before we get started on the recap, let's talk about weigh-ins and what happened there. So I competed in the 93 kilogram weight class and I weighed in at 92.9 kilograms. Like, I barely made it, man. Like, it was, boy, I had to go like Super Saiyan 4 on that toilet. But nah, man, I almost didn't make weight. My water cut did not go as planned. This could be because I did not manipulate the sodium like I should have, and the water, I should have, extended how much I water load, but I'll talk about water cutting and water loading in another video. But yeah, man, I almost didn't make weight, and to fix that problem so that won't happen again, I am now cutting down to 207. Usually I weigh around 213, but now I'm cutting down to 207. I cut now, and then reverse. By the time I want to compete again, I should be sitting around 207, 209, and I should be in a much better position to water cut than what I did now. So yeah, if you want to do a meet, don't cut it close like I did. Alright, let's get started on my recap. For my handler, I had Ryan Doris be my handler, and for you guys that don't know what a handler is essentially someone that picks your attempts for you, because in the moment it can be hard to pick what numbers you're going to do next, with all that adrenaline and that emotional high, and the fact that you can't actually see yourself lifting the weights. So yeah, Ryan Doris was my handler, and essentially the plan was that the openers be light and then making around 15 to 25 pound jumps for each attempt. So the opener was 450, which is usually relatively easy, and the attempt moved pretty well. However, the judges gave me red lights for depth. So I got 2 red lights and the lift was no good. And in most local meets, this wouldn't be a problem. Like, they would give me, white lights, but since this is a national level meet, they're pretty more strict about certain things. And some people might think that, oh, that's annoying, that's some bullshit. But the reality is, this is a national level meet. This is probably USAPL's most important meet, and this is the one that people care about the most. So yeah, they're gonna be a little bit more strict on the rules. A lot of people care about their rankings in the meet, so yeah, they're gonna be like way more tight when it comes to national level meets. For my next attempt, basically I just had to squat deeper, and I had to change my form up a little bit, right? Because usually when I squat, I just screw my feet into the ground, break at the hips, break at the knees, and it's usually all good. But since I had to get pretty deep, what I did was I put more emphasis on pushing my knees outwards. So as you can see on my second attempt of 450, we just retook the first attempt. It went well, I got deeper. And I got 2 white lights and 1 red light. I got 1 red light because the left side judge thought it was still high, but if you get 2 out of 3 white lights, the lift is good. And for my third attempt, we went to 473. This is something I hit before in the gym. In fact, my gym PR as of a couple weeks ago was 495, and I was looking to hit 500 at the meet. But we went for 473 on this day. And as you can see, it was a little bit too easy. Like, it looks like a second attempt, maybe a heavy opener. I'm pretty sure Ryan was a little shocked too, how fast that moved. And I think on this day, if depth was never an issue from the start, I would have definitely gotten 490, 495. So yeah, I'm not too mad about that result because it's a question more about execution rather than strength. So I am progressing strength-wise. It's just that small little details that I didn't consider coming to a national level meet held me back a little bit, and that could be fixed and will be addressed from my prep on to my next meet. Alright, now on to bench press. Now I'm not gonna lie, bench press, this prep has not been the greatest. Like, I've been benching for, let's say, 11 years now, and squatting and deadlifting for like 4 years. So to actually get stronger at bench on this point is a little tricky. It's gonna be a little hard. The progress is not going to be as fast, and the most I ever hit in the gym was 375. But regardless, did a really easy opener of 335 or 340. It moved really well, but something that the judges were telling me, which I heard my homeboy tell me the day before, is the emphasis on your heels on the ground. So usually when I just put my feet on the ground when I'm benching, I'm pretty good. Like, my heel isn't levitating. But in this national level meet, like I said, they're a little bit more strict on the rules. They were really emphasizing, you know, heels in the ground, heels in the ground. You can even see the head judge, you know, tell me and tap his foot, hey, you know, get that heel on the ground. This is something that in powerlifting that you have to consider, right? Adjusting on the fly is something that can be crucial for powerlifting, right? Because if I didn't adjust on my squats, I would have bombed out the meet. I wouldn't have any gun in my squats. And if I didn't adjust right now on the bench, it also would have been a problem. They probably would have given me 2 red lights because of my heels not being, you know, super on the ground. So yeah, adjusting on the fly is something that you need to consider for me. So we made the jump to 358, and my bench is pretty deceiving. So my benches always look good, but they don't feel amazing, right? Because with me, if I get it off a certain sticking point in my chest, I can lock it out. Still got a red light because of my heel, but regardless of that, I should have told Ryan that, hey, even though that looked good, it did not feel amazing. And at least to the third attempt, which was 380. Now, if I told Ryan what I should have told him, he probably would have made the jump to 371, but since he just was going off of visuals, he was like, oh yeah, okay, let's go, 380. Didn't go, man. You can see I got it right into my sticking point and it just came down. And no doubt this was a question of strength. So it wasn't a question of confidence, it wasn't a question of setup, it was purely just a question of strength. I have to get a little bit more creative in my bench and how I'm going to increase that for my next competition. But yeah, 380 did not go up. So at this point in the meet, I'm still somehow feeling pretty good, regardless of, you know, the water cut and the sleep. I'm still feeling pretty good. So we just opened up with 495. Nothing really to say there. The 495 was very easy, and then we made the jump to, I think, 520, 525. And this moved good. However, during the lockout portion of the lift, I got a little lightheaded. So I know you can't tell, but right around the lockout, I felt a little dizzy. And you know, this is just fatigue. You know, the water cut starting to get to me a little bit. So I told myself for my third attempt, all right, right around that lockout point, exhale, right? Because if you don't, you know, you can, you know, pass out and bust your ass. And that's what I did for my third attempt of 545, which is an all-time PR. It moved pretty well. And right around lockout, I exhaled hard through my nose. So, you know, that's preventing me from passing out and feeling like death after the lift. I think I could have got 555, definitely, but you know, we'll just save that strength for the next meet, which I'm hoping to compete again, you know, late spring. And yeah, guys, that's it for the video. So, you know, I hope you learned something. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. Thank you guys for watching, and stay strong, my friends.